And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. Along with Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Biggest story in this one is just how dominant her pitching has been, Singy. She's been in complete control in recent starts.
So much confidence on the bump, Boog. Painting corners, changing speeds. She's been an absolute nightmare for would-be hitters.
First pitch coming your way next. And our pitcher in this game, Amanda Winchester. What should we keep an eye on here?
She touched the ninth inning her last time out. Really wanted the complete game. Didn't get it, but she did get the W. They'd love to see her pitch deep into this one again.
Great whip. ERA is certainly not bad, but she's 11-10 on the year. As we got a big one on our hands. We have never played the Athletics before, and the reason for that is the first 2 years, MLB The Show 24 and 25 that we did this, we were the Athletics.
Swinging a foul back, that's out of play.
Moved them to Nashville, and then this year decided that made a lot more sense to go to the American League East.
The 0-2. That one back up the
How many times?
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2.
Yeah, a mistake pitch. Yeah, take a look at how much of a mistake this was. It looked beautiful. Yeah, a slider down and away, painted. Yeah, that's a massive mistake, isn't it? It really is. Well, Nick Kurtz steps in. He's quickly down 0-2. But we know one thing, 2 strike counts mean nothing. Swing and a miss. Good comeback there for Wurlitzer against Kurtz. And she gets her first strikeout of the day. So Shea Langoliers, Zach Geloff, Lawrence Butler, Max Muncy, although I don't know if he ever made an appearance in the game, and Brent Rooker that led off this game. They are all former MudCats in a way. Wilson, strike one.
Jacob Wilson in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Now, when we started MudCats last year, we knew that we were going to have a pretty full team. So most of the original Athletics were moved elsewhere, and that is going to be trouble. Soft served all the way to the corner, and the A's are on the board. That's a big problem with the massive foul territory that we have at our home stadium here. There was not a prayer, and yet again, not a bad pitch. I mean, it just isn't. So of anyone on this current A's team that played for the MudCats more than anybody else, it's probably Shea Langoliers. It would be Esteury Ruiz if we're basing it on year 1, but he's no longer at A.
To the right side.
Chopper, this one to Evo. Throw to first in plenty of time. And there are 2 out here in this first inning. That's just tough luck for Wurlitzer. You know that single up the middle turns into that. Really tough luck. And now Butler. Lawrence Butler was on the team a good bit in MLB The Show 25. He didn't make a ton of appearances or anything, but he was on the roster for, or at least in the organization for what felt like a good bit of it. Slider will miss. Longer inning than we would have liked. Not the way we wanted this inning to go.
Right side keeps the AB going.
And it's a damn shame because Wurlitzer's pitching really well right now.
You're in game 1 of this 3-game set.
There you go. Makes Butler look silly. Athletics score a run in the first inning. But now the MudCats bats, so try to bail her out.
The A's lead it 1-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And pitching in this one for the A's, Aaron Savali. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes
8-11 on the years, Aaron Savali.
Difference between the bullpen mound to
for an A's team that certainly
field.
doesn't have a lot going for them this year. They will not be going to the postseason. These MudCats have brought more glory to the A's organization than the A's have themselves. There is not really anything in the way of velo.
Swings through that one.
That's about as good as it's going to get. So it's some poor timing. 94 there on that sinker. On this away.
There. Yeah, the count 1-2.
Hold him.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
To the sliders. 5th pitch. 1-2 on Evo.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2.
You could have fooled me on that. Oh, you could have fooled me there on that. With what it was. I thought he threw the sinker. The cutter didn't even really cut. Just went down. Oh, yeah.
Got him swinging.
Well, when you got low velo, you got a really heavy breaker of a curveball. Just saw that there as Evo strikes out. Jordo and Turbo Yoda go up in this first inning. Ash, if anybody is to reach.
Situational hitting isn't as common with all the slugging in today's game, but a team that shortens up, hits behind runners, and advances bases adds a lot of value.
So now Jordo
to give them free base runners because this group knows how to capitalize.
Jordan Guy now at the plate.
All right.
He swings through strike 1.
On that slider twice already. And we put it, well, we put it right at the second baseman, but an out anyway.
And they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the miss.
That's Zach Geloff, who, remember in the very, very early stages of MudCats franchise back in MLB 24, Zach Geloff had a 4-homer game for us.
Tap foul to play.
Now, sinker cutter combination's gonna be a bit of a problem, isn't it?
That's a ball.
Slider down 2. And he's going to that 5th pitch of his a lot already. There's not really anything he's really holding back outside of maybe the fastball, but damn.
And it's even up.
Never mind, there it is. Dame can fucking hear you, I swear.
Next off is down low.
Probably should have been challenged. No. I mean, I'm looking at his actual knees. 3-2. Swing at him.
It's a strikeout.
Oh boy, Aaron Savali.
Out front, 1-0. On now to the top half of inning number 2. Here's the third baseman, Max
Muncy. It is not the Max Muncy, but the other Max Muncy, if you will.
That one missed. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look.
I hope I don't regret this.
And that one did find the strike zone. So they've still got both their challenges.
I thought so. I thought it was more of a strike than it really turned out to be, but.
Here comes the 0-1.
Cutter swinging a base. 95 from Wurlitzer.
Pretty standard zone for Johnson.
And the 0-2.
Sometimes he might get a little jumpy, a little excited.
Ground ball to Evo.
Zone, but usually, if you at least
Routine
feel like the
for
pitcher on
him.
the mound is earning it, and that's important because you got to make players.
And hey, let's just remember the next time that your player doesn't do anything positive on offense, that you had more contact. You had more contact. You wanted more fielding. So Cutter called a strike. I don't know about that. I turn the tables on you. Blame is being shifted. Swerve not close.
That one ripped, but foul.
That's a lot of foul territory for that thing to cut through, and, well, it sure did. A 1-2 from Wurlitzer.
Ball, that's out.
It is. You're still a good contact hitter. Let's not get that wrong, but you are not as good as you were to start the year. In there, strike 3. Third strikeout already for Wurlitzer.
Base is empty. Carlos Cortez.
Carlos Cortez.
Ball in.
Body to beard reminds me of Gleyber Torres here. Even the stance.
Pulled hard, but it's a foul.
Ripped well, foul. And a 1-1. It was close. Yeah. Great pitch.
And now 2-2.
Sir is having to work pretty hard to get these guys out. Pitch number 29 is in for another strikeout for Wurlitzer. She might be down in the game, but so far, really can't hate the results that bad.
Bottom half of inning number 2, Ashton Ziegler. One of the league leaders in double singing. She's basically turned the gap into her personal express lane.
Yeah, and the outfielders keep paying the toll booth. Hit it where they aren't. Seems simple enough.
2 MudCats with 40-plus doubles. In a ballpark that really should yield a lot of doubles. You hit a gap, it really should just be at least a double just about every time.
Starting to shift the outfield into the parking lot. It's all about angles when facing her.
Not a triples ballpark here in Nashville.
And end up standing on second with a big old smile.
That catches the corner.
Close, but he got it. 1-1. Pretty weakly in the air. Right at Butler.
There's one away.
Shame. Good swing.
Streak takes a pause. A lot of game left, though.
So we'll turn to Ricky Rattles. 12 home runs. Feel obliged to mention yet again that I've hit almost all of them when it comes to Ricky. Big factor. Him and Serrano in our win the last time out against the Mets.
Ball, that's out.
But the last time out for Rattles, it wasn't via the home run. I think he had a big double in that game. A little bit too far inside for us to do a lot of damage. 1-1.
Ball, that's outside.
I'd be careful against Rattles, too. Oh!
In the air.
Dude, no matter what we do with that cutter, good swing or not, we are... Ash got a cutter, too. That's what she hit to center field, and Rattles got one. Middle of the plate, put a good swing on it, and sent it sky high.
A little too excited, came out of his mechanics, and instead of driving that ball somewhere,
touched the clouds.
Unfortunate for him.
Rock.
Fouled away by Austin Rock.
2 down, nobody on.
Oh,
And
God.
a foul ball.
This team still finding their footing. At least I'm finding my footing with this team. They've been so good in the sim, and we have been so-so at best with them.
Stays alive.
Now, it doesn't help that we see a lot of pitchers. We've chose to play a lot of games this year against pitchers that are not really my favorite to face.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right
Here
here,
with
too. He's
Savale.
already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might
These
have
guys
it
that
ready for
can
it.
throw in, well, I mean, Savale can't throw like a great fastball, but they have one. They just don't throw it. Ah,
Foul ball,
ay,
another
ay.
2 upcoming.
What am I doing wrong? I don't know if I'm really doing anything wrong outside of rock. His contact his ass.
He goes down looking.
Oh, sure. Elevated
2
sinker
innings.
on a fucking
It's
corner.
1-0.
Savale cruising. No hits for the MudCats through 2.
Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers.
One reason why we're sitting here in mid-September and the MudCats haven't lost since September 2nd. Stats like that, pretty good chance that's the reason why. Colby Thomas to start the 3rd inning against Wurlitzer.
Ball, that pitch is up.
1. Colby Thomas potentially a September call-up. Doesn't have a hit. Swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss.
Good subtle
That
slider.
right there. She threw it extremely well. Talked about just a ton of
And the
breaks.
1-2.
So tough to get that barrel to.
Swing and a miss. Add on another.
Strikeouts.
5th strikeout for Wurlitzer already. On the top of the A's order, Brent Rooker. Now, we didn't play a ton, and we didn't really touch on it when Rooker was up the first time. But he was on the bench for a good chunk of MudCat seasons.
Right side, hard hit.
And the last 2 MLB The Show
First in
releases.
time.
Rounds
First 2
out this
batters
time, 2
retired
down.
Here in the top of the 3rd. Here's the big Amish
And it's
at
just
the plate.
the
Nick
big
Kurtz,
Amish.
the American League Rookie of the Year, and a huge Marvel fan to the extent that he even made his manager, MudCats, watch.
I guess I am
America.
somewhat unfamiliar with Nick Kurtz. To the point that I didn't even know that he won Rookie of the Year.
There's a strike.
For somebody to accuse me of not knowing ball, but...
Ball, down.
Damn.
Just
Ball, that's
missed.
outside.
Jacob Wilson next to bat for the
Wilson to
A's.
follow. Where do we want to go here? 3-1.
2 down, nobody on. And we're down the right side.
Learn
of the
ball.
foul.
2 outs here. We walk him, we walk him. I think we're going to try and drop it a change. That missed terribly. He certainly wasn't ready for it, but didn't hit our spot.
The 3-2. Good.
Oh, do we want it? Ah, the call stands. So
Breaking ball in that 3-2 count kinda tells
down
you
to
that
1
that's the pitch she has
challenge.
the most
How much did we
confidence
miss
in
by?
right now. Just
Not
couldn't find
much.
the strike zone.
didn't even get the presentation there on the review.
That's
And
outside.
Wurlitzer misses again.
And that's through there for a strike. And a count.
I have no idea why we didn't give her a fastball.
Hit
Foul.
on the ground to the right side. And it goes just foul.
All right, I got an idea. Broken bat.
Popped up.
Underneath it is me. Damn the inning.
That'll do it.
Walk, a loss challenge, nothing else.
The A's strand one, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Bottom of the inning, here's the catcher, Patrick Matt. He might just be the best hitting catcher in the game today.
Here's Pat, 7, 8, and 9.
Does a good job behind the plate, but offensively, he's a middle of the order type of bat, especially when you
There
talk
it's
about catchers.
volley.
And their #1 job is to handle the pitching staff and prevent runs. This guy is able to add runs by
Looper.
producing it.
Right center. Oh, it does drop.
Get there. That should be extra bases.
It won't be extra bases, not with Pat speed. I didn't know where that ball was going to go.
Pitches away, and he
But we're in the hit column.
What you're supposed to do with it. Drive it
I don't know what went wrong here. There's no wind. That's just a bad route to the ball, it looked like. And now Kane. Ball high. Thinking of Canes in general. Red Wings franchise. Round 2 of the Stanley Cup playoffs resuming Sunday. Oh my. Dude, we just better, unless we see that curveball at our fucking neck, let it go.
Yeah, that's a little high.
No, it wasn't.
Strike
Oh,
2.
God. But this might be the most good timing misses I've had in a game in a good while.
In the
This
air,
to the right
field.
side and playable. One down.
And there's one down.
I feel like it's coming down to location for Savale. But then again, like, we're not even making contact on him.
And here's the
Not even
first
fouling him away. We're just whiffing.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
That one finds the zone.
I swung at the
ball's 2 strikes.
bad pitch, took the good one. Big old hole on that right side. Down and in, 1 and 2.
Matt leads off first with 1-1.
Okay. Volley's wasted a few. All cutters thus far.
Gets a piece there.
His cutter is just... There have been a couple times in this game already where he's thrown it where it just takes off. That's one of them right there. Holy shit.
2-2 now. And there's the ball.
Still cutters. 3-2.
Fouls it back with 2
He
strikes.
deviated. They're out in front there on that slider at 85.
Pitch of the at-bat.
Looked the same, though. In the dirt.
Puts runners at first and second.
Well, MudCats kind of in business. Contacted or due up.
Even as good as catchers are these days at blocking pitches, that one just got
All we're
away.
going to need is one of those cutters away, hopefully. Send it into right field. Maybe score a run. Which is why he's not going to give us one, which is fair.
On the inside part of the plate, very difficult pitch for the hitter to get on plane with. You can have a lot of success if you can pitch it.
And down the right field line and a fair ball! Into the corner! Evo's got extra bases. I am probably gone. Never mind, they don't throw. What are they doing? 42nd double of the year for Evo. Plates 2. And I have no clue why they didn't throw that ball home.
You get away from that, but so far I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
What the fuck?
One out, runner at second. Jordan Guy digs in now.
I was never going to third with Evo. I don't know why they even thought.
And a foul ball.
Cut her down.
One out,
As the MudCats lead it here. And a right, that is gonna be caught. Evo's gotta get back. Oh, he did. Had more carry on it than I thought. I thought we looped that right over the head of the second baseman. Cut her in. Turbo Yoda strike out his first time. Good block.
In the dirt, blocked.
A lot of space behind home plate to the backstop, so probably would have been tough to advance anyway.
In a second. That one misses. And that's
A lot of pitches being thrown in this inning by Savale.
I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
He's got good pitches left in him. Chopper to second base. Ends the inning, but the MudCats on Evo's two-run double take the lead.
But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this two-run double. And it's now a 2-1 ball game.
Fade away with no baskets made in this tragic, ain't it? Recipe for disaster, waiting your eggs in one basket breaking. That's why I got 2 clicks on the side like an Apple payment. I'm brighter.
Start of the fourth. Well, Singy, she's been on a tear coming in, and we've seen much of the same dominance today. Swiftly becoming the X factor of this pitching staff.
Yeah, she's pitching like she's got the answers to the test, and the hitters just forgot to study.
Well, she was the X factor to start the year. Our opening day starter, Amanda Wurlitzer. Hasn't been her most efficient game. 46 pitches through 3.
I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of her. She's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there.
Outside of that early struggle,
The 0-2.
not much. Foul.
Towards first,
That ball
and
foul.
foul ball.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before
The 0-2 to
offense does
Langoliers.
damage, and that might be the case today.
You do run out of options fairly quickly, it feels like, with Wurlitzer, though. Because, again, I have no idea why she has the repertoire she does.
This middle of the order, second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
Slider, got him! Strikeout number 6. Strikeouts are coming at a cost, that's for sure. Cutter called strike.
Third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them.
By the way, apparently it is maybe Roberto Clemente Day. I don't know. Down the line and a hit. Good hustle out there by Rattles.
Since the first inning.
But yeah, if we go to the fade scene, we got the Roberto Clemente logo in the corner.
Trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Anyway,
Max Muncy up next for the A's. 0 for 1
now
so far.
Muncy. Slider will
Oh, that's
miss.
just out.
Got the cutter inside edge. Not by a ton, though. That one chopped. Could be 2. Throw to first. Got a double play. That's how you back up your starter. Hadn't been in a lot of trouble here in this game. Got into some slight trouble. Turning a fantastic double play there.
Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
Self-motivation is a virtue, and the lack of that can truly hurt you. It takes us to save us. The money ain't never
I feel like a reminder is due that we played exactly one of those games. Now it's at the Braves. Ash will go to work up against Savale. 52 pitches through 3 innings. Ash with a drive. Does it have enough to get to the wall? No. Might have been the hardest hit ball. One of the hardest hit balls, really, for either team today, but ball ain't carrying today. Now we'll see Rattles. Wasn't a starter for a good chunk of the first bits of time on this team, but OPS over 1,000. Been a more everyday starter really since the All-Star break.
In there for a strike. That is strike 2.
Suppose we could have tried to and flip that over the left field wall, but nah.
Yeah, they'll do it again.
Deep down. Oh boy. I mean, hey, I am all for more players being redeemed, even though the major league team is full. Because we're playing more games earlier than ever. I want to get this to like 4 or 5 seasons, maybe beyond, who knows. Make us make some choices down the road. So some of the familiar MudCats favorites, you never know, or will they stay? Can we keep them? Remember that for all those that were on the roster on opening day, I gave them already 3 years of Major League service time, so arbitration coming soon.
1-2 now.
Ricky Rattles with a bullet, right center field, and gone to the bar. 3-1.
15th home run of the season, and they tack one on the board. It's 3-1.
Really great job of anticipation there. He knows he throws the sinker. That one down in the zone. You're trying to beat it to the spot it's getting to. Well, he won.
One down. Austin.
I think that bounced into the bar. And far too low to go into the glove, I think. Remember, if I recall, we have only actually hit the glove once. Been a staple ever since we started this series.
Action in the pen down there. Number 50.
Zach
the rookie
Perkins,
right-hander
Tyler
getting loose.
Ferguson.
Ferguson also throwing.
Warming for the A's. Chopper from Rock. He ain't quick.
Chance handled. Throw to first in
Two
time.
away.
And here's a look.
Take a look at what Savale's done. Giving up 3 runs on just 3 hits. 2 of his hits on the cutter, but when you're using it about 50%, not surprising. Pat with 2 gone in the 4th. Curveball for ball 1. Second on this team with 29 home runs. Trails Turbo by a good bit. Second straight year, I really find it hard to imagine that anybody but the Turbo Yoda is going to be Rookie of the Year. Pat, that one is a fair ball! It's a double, his 27th of the year. He dropped it right off the line. Knew off the bat, obviously, didn't have the carry to hit the wall, but the big wall followed by the low wall. I mean, it just screams automatic double, and we have finally chased Aaron Savale.
Just never found his groove, wasn't able to settle in. New arm coming on, back in a moment. Number 50 into the game.
And that's a big potential run out there at second as he comes in trying to keep the deficit where it is. For the infield,
Well, I am unfamiliar with Jack Perkins, but I can almost guarantee this man is probably below 70 overall. I can tell just by the way his face looks. He's probably got the and SDS. You've been in the channel before. Why? Can we answer the question as to why? Everybody you don't have a face scan for, you turned cleft chin to like 100. Can we address that?
Runner at second, 2 down. We're here in the bottom of the 4th.
In the air from
This one
Kane.
in the air, center field.
Pretty much right at
Settles under
Butler.
this one.
Inning is
That will
over.
end the inning.
Guess who? Ricky Rattles.
But
He
the
went deep
solo
again.
shot stretches their lead even further. It's now a 3-1 ball game. We go to the top of the 5th, leading off, Zach.
Well, okay. Colt Keith of our beloved Detroit Tigers has the most blockhead you could possibly imagine, right?
That one
They,
fell apart
like even
either
him,
way.
even him.
These A's just
Drives
aren't
me
putting
nuts.
great swings on the baseball.
Drives
with
me
this one.
nuts.
Just one extra base hit for
Just
them,
get off.
So they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap.
Close.
Hard. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
I'll still never forget when they made Justin Henry Malloy white. Grounded, a sliding play by Evo. It probably didn't need to be, but sure.
Here's a look at her pitch breakdown for the game.
No surprise
For
to see
Wurlitzer,
them plenty of cutters, Boo.
the A's
That's her
have hit
best pitch.
everything
Throwing
but
a
the
lot
cutter.
in this game.
Bad news for them is she's throwing
We'll see if the
45%
lineup forces her
cutters.
to make an adjustment.
It's oh no. You know, we picked up. Oh, come on!
It squirts through. And that'll bring the
How did we
tying
ever?
run
How
to
did
the
we
plate.
ever throw the perfect game of Turks?
He kind of rolled over on this
Oh,
pitch a little
oh,
bit,
okay.
but he got enough behind it to shoot it through.
I thought you were gonna tell me he had 100 cleft chin.
To find a hole.
So digging in, Colby
Flyer
Thomas.
missed inside,
His
just
first
weakly
at-bat
hit
was a
through.
strikeout.
Off the plate, ball 1.
One out single for the A's here. Fouled. 5-hole through everybody. Didn't hit the catcher, didn't hit the ump.
Ball to strike.
Swing and a
Swings
miss.
through that one.
Ooh, Baez. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
Oh, God. Oh, ground ball! Oh, it got through Ash!
Smoke through the infield.
Well, the A's have something going here.
Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
Hasn't been the most efficient outing with the pitch count. Wurlitzer probably getting to the end of her night. 65 pitches in. I mean, in theory, she could very well go a while longer, but gotta get some control here.
Ball 1.
She's looking for a ground ball to get a double.
As soon as they flashed up that they hadn't had a hit on the cutter, they've done that.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
2 on, 1 out.
That is big time trouble! Right center field, and we are gonna be tied. A double from Brent Rooker. It's 3-3. 2 curves and 2 changeups.
This is where we see the OPS.
Why do you
jump
hate
up.
me?
Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little.
You're
bit
lucky this
sooner.
is MLB The Show. Back in the 2K days, it wouldn't even allowed you to do that.
So the go-ahead run in scoring Up next for the A's.
So, I mean, we got a long way to go in this thing still. Might go with credible. We don't really have a lefty long reliever. We only have one left-hander in the pen in general. 2 left-handers on the team, so.
And time is called for a mound visit now. Big moment in this
something
game,
going.
so they'll talk it over.
Swing and a miss.
1 out. The go-ahead run is at second. That one ran inside, almost got him.
I will be happy. He might earn a spot on the team regardless, just because he is. That's massive trouble.
Runner around third.
Cut off, but the A's lead it. And the fall off for Wurlitzer was immediate.
Another clutch run.
Got the first, what? Got the first out of the inning, I do believe, and then the A's have just jumped all over whatever we throw. Wouldn't be a MudCats game without a little bit of stress, would it? Credible's warm enough, and he'll come in.
And now Kevin Cash out of the dugout. And ready to make a move to the bullpen. Amanda Winchester departs. Just never found her groove, wasn't able to settle in. New arm coming on, back in a moment. Number 36 gets the call from the pen.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back.
Well, ECW legend Justin Credible. ERA a penny under 4. And he'll look to get us out of this mess. It is another right-hander, but at least a fresh right-hander. With a good fastball. This to center field. Underneath it is Kane. Not the greatest angle at it. Throw to third base is good. 2 down. It's a shame we save our best throws for when nobody's actually on the move.
Foul ball there. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position.
Looper to the Turbo Yoda. Quick work for Credible, but the A's take the lead.
3 runs for them here, and they move ahead. Home half of the 5th coming up. The A's lead it 4-3. We head to the bottom of the 5th, and now the first baseman, number 13.
Well, a nightmare for most. Me leading off an inning.
That one outside.
I can't replicate the face paint, but I love it. Fastball in. Jack Perkins.
No, inside.
Okay.
Misses the zone for a ball.
They're scared of me. Again, I get it. I say it every time.
Hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here.
Can't hang with our stuff.
The 3-1. And ball 4 there. Tying run is on.
I don't know if that hit the strike zone.
Challenge from behind the dish here. And that the call is overturned. Still 2 challenges left for them.
Pain.
Payoff pitch. Curry looking for the K.
Oh, nice job right there. He struck him out twice. The pitch before looked like it was.
He didn't strike me out twice. He didn't. We haven't updated the commentary. Somebody tell Singleton that was overturned to be a strike. Fucking front door sweepered our ass.
Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt.
I'll have you know my tap of the button on that curveball was about as light as it could have possibly been.
That's in there.
You can't home run any of these things.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
I feel like his fastball, 12 pitches into his night, it's just a tease.
That misses.
Like he only throws it to remind you that he can.
That's foul off to the right.
Okay, well nobody can hit the first one. I'm no good at front door sweepers, no.
3-2. Payoff pitch. Fights it off. He'll see another.
He just keeps going deeper into his arsenal here. Seen everything but his cutter.
3-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and
This
I think that was the
bastard.
case right there.
Hey, Jordo's got something going.
That's a fair
Down the line and right. That's extra bases.
Not stopping. She's going for 3.
Why not? Take third.
She's in there.
She was all over that one. Now a pretty big
Yeah, hey, hitting behind you. Looking at you hit from the on-deck circle whenever we do face a right-handed starter these days. She's learned. She's learned from the best.
Here's a big power threat.
Turbo Yoda is... I don't know what his average is with runners in scoring position, but I don't feel like it's good. It's all 1-0. I have half a mind to try and put a left-hander in here, but we'll let Turbo ride it out.
Check swing
Didn't
called
matter.
strike. And it's 1-1.
Tried to take it, didn't matter at all. The All-Star Game MVP! Damn, Turbo Yoda. Remember, he did hit a grand slam in that game. That I had nothing to do with, but 2-1.
Just missed.
Jack Perkins, I don't think he's given us a damn thing
To make a big impact here.
all game.
And
His
ball
whole
one,
outing.
2 good. And an able
I swear
comes
to
from behind
fuck.
the dish.
There's no way!
Not far out of the zone, but it runs a ball. Still one challenge left for them.
A challenge wasn't even in my mind there. So now Ash.
Oh, that's off the plate.
We
2 on, 2 outs. That one misses. That's
I have no faith
some action here on this next pitch. Couple
he
runners
can
on.
get,
Probably a challenge pitch
or he even wants to get us
by a run.
down 2 strikes. No faith. Okay,
Finds the zone.
there we go. We'll at least pick the controller back up now. Mega shit pantses indeed. 2-1 on Ash. Oh! Went to the cutter, slowed us down.
2-2.
Outside.
Ball is outside. Ripples would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd have a chance to do some more damage here.
Honestly, it probably wouldn't prevent me from streaming. Not discrediting how painful any injury could be. But what the fuck else am I gonna do?
Payoff pitch.
And into right field, it's gonna drop, base hit! Ash will tie it out!
It's
4-4.
In a big spot to drive in the run. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great.
Oh, boy.
First and second.
Austin's right on time. Home run already tonight. Ricky Rattles stands in. And I don't know if he hit it out. Did he? To the B-hole. Sure did. Ricky Rattles makes it 7-4.
His second home run of the game, and it gives him the lead in the fifth. It's 7-4. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at-bat, Brew. Aggressive, and it paid off. Get as many high fives as possible. And this guy's a ball of energy right now and having the game of his life.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Number 50 gives way. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. So a new pitcher on the mound for the A's, J.T. Ginn.
Well, he struggled quite a bit, so this is another opportunity to get on the right track. He's given up more than one hit per inning pitch so far this season.
Well, Singleton must not have been paying attention. It is certainly not the game of Ricky's life. It's just the game of Ricky's life. He does this every time we come out, it seems.
Yeah, that's it for a strike. 0-1.
One of my favorite, at least video game players. I didn't watch him play a lot, but for whatever reason, like MLB or MVP baseball was always a presence on my teams. The stance for Rattles is Steve Finley. And it's working out. 1-1 to Rock. Now, Rock is the DH. We could use a lefty in his spot.
Ground ball right side.
At least for the future. Probably too deep into this at-bat.
2 down, nobody on.
Outside 2-2.
Slider, he's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
And now it's filled up.
Pat to follow.
Swings through him for the catch.
Inning is over.
Although plenty of
Rattles
damage
does
done.
it
But the
again.
biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. It's now a 7-4 ball game. Back in the ballpark, let's take a look at some of the moments that stand out to us. And now it's going to be Lawrence Butler.
Ricky Rattles. I can't remember anybody else that is homered to the B-hole and the bar in the same night. I don't know if anyone's ever done it until today. 1-1 to Lawrence Butler is just incredible. Back out. Oh boy.
Right there for a strike. Well, he had a pretty good look at that.
That very well could have been the worst pitch
Exactly what tied him up
a
there.
MudCat has
Couldn't pull the
thrown
trigger.
today.
And perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at-bat to hit.
We do hit a lot of home runs off foul poles in MudCats. I can't explain why, but we do.
Side, he'll see another.
Lawrence Butler in a battle. This one to third. Jordo's throw to first.
Leadoff
One down.
man retired in the 6th.
Well, a well-thrown slider like that one can be tough to get in the air. Good downward break on that one.
Speaking of injuries, I feel like this chair, for as old as this girl is, could hurt so bad to sit in some nights. Tonight's not one of those nights, but
Base hit.
mistake
That's
slider
a
up the
one-out
middle.
single.
I feel like I could get injured just sitting in this chair.
Right there does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Now at the plate, Zach
Oh,
Geloff.
it's good. Sinker down and in. Zach Geloff. Didn't get him to bite, but good regardless.
Ball to strike. The pitch. This one smoked.
A familiar territory for Zach Geloff. Over the left field wall by a good margin. It's a one-run
An
game.
absolute smash to left. His 12th of the season, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 7-6.
That's as big as it gets right there. You take advantage of a mistake. That is an ultimate. Here it is. Watch it. I'm going to jog around the bases.
So what you need to do then is just, you know, I'm sure your chair can recline. Maybe just game like this. I can't see. My microphone's in the way. Yeah! This is gonna be really hard.
Hit in the air. Out.
Maybe in a one-run game is not the time to do that, and Kane couldn't get it. Okay, let's get back up here.
And now the tying run is into scoring position.
That was exactly what you're looking to do with the pitch away.
I don't know if that was really a product of how we were sitting, but certainly didn't help matters. Yeah, that won't strain the neck at all. For what it's worth, that pitch did hit a corner. Just not the corner we wanted. Colby Thomas.
The A's with the go-ahead run at the plate. And we're the top
Give me
half of the
rock.
6th.
We should be able to get... It'd be stretching it, but maybe a couple innings out of Squiddy Rock Jr.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up. Try to track the ball. Block it if you have to.
Oh, come on! What do you fucking mean?
Runner around third, on his way to the plate. He scores to tie it up.
It was never a prayer. Ash's throw! Not in time. And the go-ahead run
Again, all tied up.
is at third with one away.
Into the opposite field gap, and I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bomb. So many positives that led to that knock.
I'm fucking over these teams, dude. Sinker down and in, almost out of the strike zone there. And Credible has no meter. That's outstanding. Rock is not yet ready. He could probably be ready now, even though we've already thrown a pitch. Fuck it. We need help.
Here comes a skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Number 36 won't go any further tonight. And he needs a runner at third, so we'll see how the next pitcher deals with that when we get back. Righty reliever out of the pen, Joe Rock.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
This
Runner on at third.
this man really probably should be the closer when we get to the postseason.
Swing and a miss, strike one.
At least in the salmon, for the most part, when we play with him, Rock has been outstanding. The problem becomes the repertoire. I do not care for it. It's got way too much power pitching, and then the knuckleball that is just no good. And yeah, I mean, yeah. You see so many pitches that are around about the same speed. Eventually, you're going to catch up to one, even if it wasn't what you were looking for. And Brent Rooker just slaps it the other way. It is 8-7 A's.
Inside ball.
When was the last time we recorded an out? I feel like we've been working with 1 out for all of this.
At the ball.
That's the knuckleball, a miss away. 3-1. The inning that will not end. And a walk.
That's it.
Puts
Ball
runners at
four.
first and second. Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. The game plan
Already you worry about Rock's chances of being able to get this done.
Last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't
After a
expect
quick
many
walk
pitches up in
there.
the zone. They'll be pitching for a
Stop! Turbo Yoda's throw is not in time. It's 9-7.
Well, it comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big.
Please show the people where this pitch was.
Opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
First and second, 1 out. Shea Langolier.
How do you just sit there and absolutely mash a cutter down and away first pitch?
And that's fouled off. Two on, 1 out. And that one hammered. Oh, he knocks it off the foul pole. A 3-run shot. Home run number 30 on the year. And they add on.
He really needed that swing. He hasn't been getting a ton of results at the plate lately, so I'm sure that one felt especially good. Well, he really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. Every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick shot or something, but really, it's just a stroke of luck that it stays fair long enough.
So this is very likely to be the second pitcher of the inning that has no meter, and it is Lawrence Butler. It was. I wasn't surprised about where the pitch was and where it got hit. I was surprised it went.
Chris, he's currently the team leader.
Because it looked for the longest time like he was looking there at a foul ball. And then all of a sudden it switched, and I'm like, oh. Oh, you cannot. How many straight hits is this? How many?
Next up for the A's, Max Muncy.
Holy shit!
Last time, ripped a liner in the center.
Fuck this!
And he's going to make a change. Joe Rock out of the game. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. New pitcher on now, Ricky Vaughn.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
So the closer role remains open. There's not a clear option on this team.
Swings through
haven't recorded an out in like 10 minutes.
These are the spots where pitchers can come on, pitch
High
well,
fly ball.
instill some
Kane is
confidence
there.
in the manager,
This is an
and all of a sudden,
8-run
they're
inning,
pitching
and we
higher
just
leverage spots in
recorded the
postseason.
second out.
Well, in this final month, I mean, this is an audition period for call-ups, but it's also
He had like a 1.6 ERA entering this game.
roster throughout the season.
Oh yeah, flashback. I think it's from this inning.
Playoff roster.
Now it's going to be.
It is.
And he has a chance to homer for the second time this inning.
I'm sure it never crossed his mind and he'd get another chance to do that again in this inning, but here we are. Let's see if he can pull it off.
Maybe Ricky Vaughn is gonna reclaim the closer role at this rate. I have no idea.
That one in triple digits.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball.
Vaughn.
Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Let it end!
Butler, the runner at first with two.
It's a foot low! Let me! I would say go home! Please. Please.
And that is that.
That is quite possibly one of the worst innings I have had since we came back to Twitch like 3.5 years ago.
Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings.
Good question.
Outside, that's a ball.
Very good question. So we have turned a lead into a deficit very quickly. That's not a
Here's a
strike!
challenge. That looked like it missed him.
We're gonna be here all night.
Barely a hair out of his head, but it was
We've already been here all
to
night.
hang on to their second challenge.
Pat's 2 for 2.
The wind to kick the 2-0.
Oh my fucking god.
Another ball.
Well, I would expect in this three.
We're gonna be here all of Evo's night.
Away. See if they'll walk you.
In the
Pat
air,
just
right
skied it.
side. Cortez under it. And there's one down.
I have one more than that, but it's not. I do think in games that we've played, we have lost more than we've won.
Now he's
I've seen enough with Kane. I'm over it. The hitting is just not there. And we need to do something here badly. Gimme John Dowd.
Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter. John Dow looking to start something with one gone.
Now, perhaps going to Dowd, who's been a player that we really haven't unlocked yet this year, is a mistake, but just get on.
They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of depth,
Who the fuck is JT Ginn? It's an out! Right? Oh no, it's over his head! Down with a double! Why are you rounding second? He was halfway from first to second base there. I took my finger off the button. Why are you even thinking about it?
Man, he wasn't fooled at all. Could be a chance here for them to start climbing back into this ballgame.
Ah, we're in a marathon here tonight.
And here's the first baseman. He's 0 for 1.
Do I dare pinch hit me? I don't know. I haven't even really had that bad of a game.
That missed
Ball,
inside,
that's inside.
and it's 1-0. One out, the runner at second here in the bottom of the 6th.
We do need base runners. I'm not the best at providing that.
Check
go?
swing,
Didn't go.
trying to hold up. Now an appeal to first. Did not go.
I was looking to take something the other way with the second baseman guarding the bag there, but a little bit too far outside.
2-0 to count. Here it comes.
Nope.
Nasty 2-0 slider there
Couple
for
of
a strike.
sliders
That tells you
there.
He's got a lot of confidence
Not
in
what
that
we're
pitch.
looking to do. Three and one.
Inside. Ball 3.
Base clear, I guess. I don't have power to worry about when it comes to Evo. Due up next.
Man at second. Swing and he popped it up. 2 down.
The batter, number 9, second baseman.
I would like some power from Evo if that is at all possible. Well, it's not power, but it's into center field and it drops.
Coming home.
It'll score a run.
He will score. It's 12-8.
We're only down 4, guys. Plenty of time left.
Forward, Jordan Guy. Now at the plate, 1 for 3.
Grounder.
On
Oh,
the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Top of inning number 7, digging in, Carlos Cortez.
I guess for us, might as well leave Ricky Vaughn in. The only one that did anything in the 6th inning.
Ball
Ball
1
1.
low.
Good slider.
We're up by 4. We're just never going to swing again. Is that it?
You're better off taking that pitch.
Grounds
This one
to
to
short.
Ash. I don't think she's fielded a ball all day.
The throw to first, and the leadoff hitter set down to open to 7.
For the A's, the left fielder, number 32, Colby Thomas.
Colby Thomas.
Fouled off left side.
I think that he was making his season debut today.
And
What?
one. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. It just shaved his zone.
More questionable than I thought, but... Deal 2.
That
That's
one
a
almost
ball.
got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Cut on and missed. Curveball struck him out.
That was ugly on all fronts.
Next is the designated hitter.
3 for
Brent
4
Rooker,
is
a former
Brent
first-round pick,
Rooker.
and he's really turned into a nice everyday player. Hard ground ball, base knock.
How many hits is this? 16 now?
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live
Here's
on the outer
Kurtz.
edges. When it's right on the tee, right down the middle,
Nope,
professional
that's ball.
hitters are not going to have a problem turning it
Not
around.
did miss low.
The 1-0. And that
Oh
was-
yeah, sure. I'm absolutely sure that Rattles will catch up to that.
Up the
Ash
middle.
with it.
What a stop.
Throw to first.
And that's a nice
After
play.
allowing 8 runs in the last inning, a clean inning of any sort is good.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Tyler Ferguson.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
Strikeouts not being a big weapon, we might just have a chance
His
here.
goodness, the dude digs in now.
Turbo Yoda.
And first offering is fouled off.
First pitch cutter that I don't think it moved hardly at all. It was just slow.
Everything seems to be clicking, and the 6 extra
He went
bases
to it again.
kind of tells you
Ah!
they're not getting fooled up there at all.
Here's the 0-2. Ball.
How many cutters will the Turbo Yoda see?
That one just misses.
I swear to
Looked
God.
like a strike to me, and here comes the challenge. It just shaved the zone. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. The A's bullpen has some movement. Scott Barlow getting ready to go. Alvarado also getting ready.
It's not even the game. It's the A's pitching. The bullpen. Well, I don't know any of these guys. Do not throw us anything really all that hittable. At least not hittable to try and start to claw back from down 4.
And a 1-1. Fought off foul.
This is our lives now. All of us. We're in it together.
The 1-2.
Ball 2.
Swings and
What do I
hits
do?
one in the air out
What do you
towards
do?
right field.
What do you fucking do?
Number 2. Now the left fielder, Ricky Rickles. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone. Stop what you're doing.
Sadly
right now.
enough,
This
we
guy's
have not
got 2
put
home
base
runs
runners
already.
on for
Now he's going
Rattles.
for number 3.
He's the only competent member of this team. Austin Rock, I am not letting Rock hit again.
Step out of the box.
I am not doing it. So we'd have Rivertown or Sauce Castillo. The fall off for contact is not all that much. Bring on Town.
Pinch hitter coming on. River Todd. The runner on first with 2 gone for him.
I cannot believe that we are going to River fucking Town. Hogan Harris is a real dude.
He swings and
I
fouls.
cannot believe we're going to River Town for any sort of stability here. And by competent, I mean can crush a ball whenever you want.
He caught it behind his back.
You can't be serious!
What a play to end the inning. There's no way he saw that into the glove.
No, you're absolutely right. All he knew was the grounder was somewhere behind him. Just threw his glove out there and it stopped. That was pretty cool.
Welcome back to the ballpark as we check out the current playoff picture.
That just cannot happen in that spot, dude. Vaughn has thrown 19 pitches. He's just about out of this.
And
Call a
time is
mound
called for a
visit
mound
before
visit now. Big moment
we
in
start
game,
this inning.
So they'll talk it over. Wilson leading things off and takes a strike.
Probably the last batter for Vaughn, regardless of
That's the key.
outcome.
Try to get ahead in the count, and you can play around a little bit more as the bat expands.
Iron Eagle is on my screen.
0-2 now.
Ball.
That's awfully
Naturally.
close. I don't know how you take that.
It's a shame. That's one of the best attendance numbers we've had in MudCats franchise in a long time. I'm sure Turbo Yoda will get there.
And that one is foul, so we'll try it again.
This is gonna be a hit, isn't it?
No play, that's an infield single.
It was a healthy cut, but the same can't be said for the contact. He got just enough of the ball to put it in.
Did he evade the tag?
Tough play for the defense on what was kind of a swinging.
What the fuck was that? I'm losing my goddamn mind, dude. This is the A's!
And he'll make a move to the bullpen. Ricky Vaughn will depart. And as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. So they turn things over to one of their young arms, Eli A.
This guy's a strike thrower. He's done an excellent job of avoiding walks so far this season.
I feel like it might be a death sentence the way this game has gone, but yes, Abel would be another one that we would consider for potential postseason closer.
Ball one.
At least with those numbers.
Rip, but it curls foul.
If you don't fucking hit a corner. The not Oakland A's
1-2.
are absurd.
And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Or in that case, even if you do.
Now there's a bullet down the line. And that's a fair ball.
It was indeed a death. Okay. It didn't bounce off the wall at all. Runner's going to score. And the 8th inning is off to a really bad start.
Nice job at driving that pitch the other way.
It hit the wall and went straight up.
In the cages, working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily, and it's now a 6-run lead.
Comes through with the RBI. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
Man at first. Now here is Max Muncy.
Hey!
Just a slow.
Please.
This time.
No! For fuck's sake!
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at-bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there.
Ball one.
Just missed. And the call stands. It was indeed a ball. So
I don't think it matters at this stage.
Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame, and we're at the top of the 8th.
That's ball two.
Please, guys, this time. This time.
There's 1 and 2.
Take 2.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Fucking hell.
So up next, Carlos Cortez. Line drive, and this might be trouble. In comes the run from third to add on. And in at second with an RBI double.
Well done, drives in the run. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit
Story of the night.
Ball 1, no strikes. Now time is called here. Pitching coach on his way out to the mound. To the right side.
Inning is going to be over.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Last half of the 8th coming up. The A's lead this one 15-8. Bottom of the 8th. Stepping in, Patrick Mack.
So easy to look at the big boys in this lineup, but he has
7, 8, 9. Tyler Ferguson.
Oh, that's out.
Been doubled up in hits, nearly doubled up in runs.
That's ball 2.
Stayed back on it, hoping it was a sweeper. No good. 2-1.
Here's a 2-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Remember when we led? Remember the good times?
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Well, big power guy right there, generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. He tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
That one fouled off. The Athletics up big in this one. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Close one, doesn't get the call.
Surprised they didn't challenge.
1-1.
Dig the hole deeper.
Nope, outside.
Outside.
Oh, that pitch is out.
It's hope, guys. There's hope.
And that one
Let me
is
guess,
lifted
it's
in
caught.
the air. Thomas on his way over, stretches out and hauls it in.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
Manager out. So a new pitcher on the mound for the A's, Scott Barlow.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
And now the first baseman. Foul ball there. In the air, center field. Butler
Fucking
settles underneath
moonwalk
it,
to it.
and that's the 3rd out. This one pretty well decided at this point. Through 8 full, the A's with the lead, 15-8. This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
Did you collect baseball cards?
You know, when I was a kid,
Well, just
I
a
used to play
casual
my
4 for 5 for Brent Rooker.
bicycle, so it would sound like a motorcycle.
I don't even
Harry Dickens.
really care all that
I think it's
much.
got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the
Watch the only
Doesn't
lefty
have the same
somehow
intensity
be
to
the
it,
guy
but
to
he's
get
gotta find a
something
way
done here
because these
today.
batters count the same for
Oh.
his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Into the outfield.
Hit
base
number
hit.
21
And the leadoff man aboard.
for the Athletics.
Nope. Yeah.
Dickens, the lefty who lights up the radar gun. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a curve, and he works in a changeup. Rooker aboard here at first with nobody out. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Carrying well. Got all of that one. He'll circle the bases, and they tack on to their lead. It's 17-8. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive.
Certainly feels like it, don't it?
Now here is Jacob Wilson. Right back to him on the mound.
I think that a play like that could have probably saved about 5 runs
After giving up the home run,
a bit earlier in this
allowing
game.
it to stay in the head,
Look
but
at you,
going to
Rock.
work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Langoliers, batting with one down, takes a strike.
Oh yeah, this Vulcan change is good.
This one in the air right field. And
Nope, that's
that
foul.
is a foul ball. Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time.
Well-executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
That's outside.
On a line.
What do you mean, Rattles? Please move. Oh. How does a ball hit right at you turn into a tough play?
All set for the bottom of the ninth. Leading off, Eve.
Well, guys, you see the top of the order is due up. You never know. Maybe there's a chance. I don't know what I'm doing. Employee of the team optimism. That's what it is.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up. And that's
You
what
might
you
have
do
to hit for the cycle in the ninth inning alone
games.
for this to turn around.
2-0. And another ball.
You'd also have to see a pitch in the strike zone.
Next offer in there for a strike. That's strike one.
Of course,
That right
it's
here,
a close
he did
one.
the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
Walk for Evo.
So a leadoff walk.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first.
Jordo
base with a
now.
free pass.
We need to do anything possible to try and get this done. Give me the switch hitter sauce, Castillo.
Saul Castillo. A runner at first for him, nobody.
We're only down 9, guys.
In the
Ah,
air
a
to
little
left
looper.
center, Thomas on the move to the alley. Pulls it down and he makes the catch.
On the off chance that
One pitch and
drops.
1 out.
Getting a little aggressive on the base pass, but
One out
no
man at
good.
first. Now it's the right fielder. His dudeness, the dude.
Turbo Yoda. I mean, we can steal. It's not going to be a steal.
Here comes the pitch.
That'll be
Runner
defensive
rests for second.
indifference.
Ball outside. No throw. He's in there safely.
Easy swipe to second right there with no throw down. It looks like they're very focused on
Do it
this hitter
again.
at the
Why
plate.
not?
I'm not sure if that'll be defensive.
Especially in a
for
2-0
stolen
count.
Base, but here's a chance to drive in a run.
Runner on the go again. Pitch
Fastball
misses
three.
inside. No throw. Safe at third. It's a stolen base.
It doesn't, though. The number didn't go up.
One away with a runner at third. We're in the last
3-0 to the Turbo Yoda.
That one pitches the zone. That's strike one.
Thought the green light might be on right there, but maybe not. If you're looking to swing in that count, that's the pitch you want.
Tap foul at the plate.
I don't think they'll allow us to do that.
And a payoff pitch. And ball forward, 2 aboard.
Well, you know this guy
We only
wants to
need
swing
9
it,
runs
but
and
he's
2
showing some
outs,
good
guys.
patience
It's
in this one. It's
we
the
can do
second
it.
time he's taken ball 4. Really good job in this spot to get ahead in
I'm
the
so
count.
fucking over how good the A's are pitching. Stop. Ash is gonna drive in a run. I don't know why the crowd is absolutely losing their shit here. Evo scores to make it 17-9, but we need to go. We need to go on a little bit of a run here.
He tried to throw through and keep the runner at home, but it backfired, and it ended up costing them a
Well, hey,
I remember my rookie
hey.
year overthrowing a cutoff man. Didn't last long before I was pulled aside by a veteran pitcher.
So here's the deal. We bat around from this point on. Rattles comes back up and wins the game.
Rickles in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. Oh, 1 now. Swinging a drive, deep right field.
He's so stupid. Is this gonna go? Fuck you! Fuck you so hard! Wouldn't have mattered, but come on!
You have that kind of lead. Do you make it easier for the pitching staff to come out, make their pitches, pitch to contact, and not worry about giving up the lead? So nice job today all the way around to get the W.
Well, this one ends in a blowout. The A's are victorious. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.